The Hypervenom Phantom 2 attempted to build on the success of the original Phantom, but with limited success. With the latest version, Nike has put quite a lot of thought into the design and in the hopes to dominate the market once again. So what's new in the Phantom 3 and why should we care? Well, let's start with the basics and work our way around this Venom's new fangs. First, we get a Nike string bag included in the box so you can keep the cleats from kicking around between practice or just as a piece of swag. Now the cleats themselves are actually the TechCraft edition of the Phantom 3 and the version with a shaved head, as you'll notice the absence of that dynamic fit collar around the heel area. The official colors of these Hypervenom 3s are black, electric green, sequoia, and palm green. And right away we notice that electric green standing out, and it's really nice to see Nike taking a break from the Volt color that they love to drench everything in. Under those colors, we find a whole host of new technology. This being the TechCraft version, the instep and striking or touch zones are leather, while the rest of the boot retains its standard Phantom 3 features. The upper is Flyknit, aside from those leather touch areas of course, which for the Phantom 3 are all new. The texture and shape of the upper is really reminiscent of the version 1s from a few years back. Think about that kind of honeycomb grid pattern that we saw in the original Phantom. It still retains its offset lace pattern for a more even and predictable striking surface, but one of the big changes has been the lace loopholes. Most of these have been replaced with an exposed flywire loop instead of the standard holes that you would find in the upper itself. It'll be interesting to see how these wear as people play in them, and we would love to get your feedback on this as you guys start playing around in them. The upper is finished off with a nice ACC treatment, some lovely Hypervenom graphics, and a new Nike Grip sock liner to help keep you locked down and firm-footed while playing on the pitch. Flipping us over, we are greeted with an entirely new sole plate for the Generation 3s of the Hypervenom. Building off the success of the Mercurial line while still keeping the same general stud positions as its predecessors, the Phantom 3 brings some new stud shapes to the game. We see those Mercurial-styled chevron studs along the side, with the rounded studs being replaced with hexagonal-shaped studs. And finally, a few smaller blade-style studs have been added to the front of the plate, while the overall construction is P-backs in the front and in the rear, a more durable, stiffer nylon to give you that durability. As far as fit goes, these do fit true to size for me. They feel very light, and with a little bit of time they will break in and remove that new snugness a lot of cleats have when you first put them on. They are a little hard to get on, however, so make sure that you loosen those laces a lot and make sure you have a firm grip on the shoe, because I did have some trouble getting my foot into them. But let's toss it back to you guys. How do you like this colorway compared to the launch colorway? Do you think these might sell better than their brightly colored brethren? We'd love to know your opinion in the comments down below. Head on over to soccerpro.com, make sure you grab yourself a pair before they run out. Make sure you give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. We'd like to know what you guys dislike and love about our videos. Please keep that conversation going and give us a subscribe so you can keep up with the latest. That's all for now. Thank you so much for sticking around and being a fan.